That is one of the uses we do for unit vectors, is it allows me to change it to any magnitude I want. All right, and then backside. We have a couple of special vectors, and they are the vector I and j. They are unit vectors because their magnitude is 1. But they are the standard unit vectors. So they're trying to show you that vector I goes in this direction 1 unit. So its horizontal component is 1, vertical component is 0. And so therefore its magnitude is 1. It's of length 1. And then they have j is 0, 1, so they're trying to show you j right here. You don't go right or left any, its horizontal component is 0, but its vertical component is 1. And therefore its magnitude is 1. And so these vectors can be used to represent any vector. And I'm just going to show you a very quick, if you have -2, 5, then we can write it as a linear combination of -2i plus 5j. And what that means is a -2 times I is 1, 0, plus 5 times j, which is 0, 1. If I were to distribute those and then re-add them, I get, this is going in reverse, I get back to where I was. The linear combination of that vector is a -2i plus 5j. But if I actually replace I and j with their vectors and do the math, I get right back to where I started. They're equivalent. There's no, it's just a matter of how we write them. So, again, the v and the v sub 2 are the horizontal and vertical components, but this sum is called a linear combination of the vectors I and j. And they're referred to as standard unit vectors. And so you will be asked to change forms using those. So again, study the vocabulary. Let u be the vector with this initial point and terminal point. This goes back to the last lesson. You have an initial and a terminal point. You don't have the horizontal and vertical components yet. You got to sort out what are they giving you. These are XY ordered pairs. These are not horizontal and vertical components. It says write u as a linear combination of the standard unit. That means they want you to get down to something that looks like this. So vocabulary is huge. So how we find vector u is we take terminal point minus initial to get your horizontal component, and then we take your terminal point times the initial point for y, and we subtract in that order, and that gives you your horizontal component. So there's your vector in horizontal and vertical component. But again, you need to study the vocab. Study, review the vocab. Because you're not done there. They want it as a linear combination, which means they want it in terms of I and j. And that's it.